work to do today. A lot of testing too. See what we got. So I actually was looking for a reference on how to, or what would be a good way to go about setting up a team system that can vary in like team size and like the amount of teams that you would have on like a given map, because this type of system would be something that I would just pretty much use in any other multiplayer game that I would make. So it'd be really important to get this set up correctly here, so I can pretty much just copy and paste it into any other existing game that I have. And I have like a pretty good foundation setup. Like I already have like Steam and everything, or the online subsystem that Steam has for Unreal Engine. I have that all set up already. So it's pretty much just getting the lobby system set up and then having players be assigned to teams from that. And what I'm thinking of doing is having the teams assigned in the lobby here and saving that data on the game state. But then I saw something that said that you can actually store this type of data within the player state as well, because seamless travel allows the player state to just be like moved right over to the game. So I'm probably going to be testing some stuff out where I manipulate the player state and change some stuff around on there and have that go through, see if it remains the same. And if there's no problems there, then I'll create it around that and test it out with some playtesting and pretty much go from there. All right. This is just like a small demo map that I actually created for this. Pretty simple, there's nothing really much to it right now. But so far how the flow is, you know, you got like your main menu. It just brings up like a super basic widget menu, which looks like this. You know, you got the host button, join. When you click host, it will take you to the lobby here, and when they're in the lobby, what I want to have happen is another widget would come up with the players in the lobby itself, and you'll be able to pick teams there and have that data saved and sent onto the next map, hopefully inside the player states. So yeah, time to test out and see if player states actually retain data or not. So what we're probably going to do here is every single new player that comes in, we are going to change a variable on their player and then see if that data remains the same. So before we get started, I'm actually going to go to the current way I have this set up and disable it so teams are not assigned at all. So this will be the only thing that would actually be able to assign them. And I believe I have that in the game mode itself. believe I have a function here. Yeah, right here. This request team ID. So I just gotta see where this is getting called, and I'll comment it out temporarily here. And just for ease of use, I'll also put this down here so I don't have to keep moving it back over. This is usually on my second monitor. Did I already disable it yesterday? So I was messing around with this a little bit yesterday, and it's very possible I already disabled this. So what I'm going to do real quick is go onto my player state, because I'm pretty sure this is where... Yeah, okay. I disabled it before. I was also testing out having it set on the game state itself, but if we could just set it directly in the lobby, that would be better. Alright. So post login. This is going to get commented out for now. Be able to cast directly to their player state from the controller. Right. I'm just doing this temporarily to just test out if this data persists through level travel with seamless travel on. Thank you. I appreciate that. It's going to be a long day and a good learning experience for me. I've made like pretty basic lobbies before, but this is going to be a little bit more unique. That's for sure. It's going to be pretty much like squad based. Oh man, I wish I had the VOD from the other day when I was actually doing this. But RIP to that. It's gone. Actually, what am I doing here? Okay. This is also getting moved, actually. Probably create a new function called world travel or something. Or honestly, I could probably just label it like start game. That's pretty much what we're doing anyways. Paradox, I don't know if you're still here or not, but do you do development? Because I think I saw somebody like on YouTube or something with a super similar name to yours. And he was also doing some Unreal Engine 5 stuff. I got you. Yeah, some guy had like a YouTube channel, and I swear his name was Paradox Gene. Oh really? What engine do you typically use? Like Got It, Unity, or something? Oh, you're actually creating engines? That's really difficult. But it's totally doable. It's actually a lot of studios before would actually make engines just for their game because it was way more performative than using a pre-built engine. But I don't know how much of that is the case anymore since it takes so much time to do. Start game, actually, I'm probably going to make that a public function. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Before it wasn't the case, because Unreal Engine used to charge, I think their commercial license was like $250,000 or more or something. It's crazy expensive, so a lot of studios would just develop their own thing internally. This function I'm actually going to move down to. Oh, absolutely. It was like debugging wise, it was a lot easier because the internal tools that you created. No, not at all. Like when you're paying for that license, you have to like milk it for everything. It's really expensive. A lot of indie developers obviously couldn't afford to do that. So they're like the game variety back then wasn't as crazy as it is today because I mean like again like Unreal Engine, Unity and everything now are just like pretty much like free until you make a crazy amount, then they take a cut. Okay. So I'm probably just gonna have a widget for the start game here. I'll probably just do that part in Blueprint since we're gonna be just testing this out. I wonder if Unity was I wonder if Unity did commercial licensing back then too, or were they always just free to use? Because I think I used Unity back in like 2012, 2013 maybe? Somewhere around that time. But I was pretty bad. Like actually like really bad at making games. I had no idea what I was doing. A lot of stuff I was like copying and pasting. Yeah, I think it was a trial license actually. That sounds about right. I remember I think I tried like making like a horror game or something, and like their like level editor, I was just like in that for like hours every day, like after like high school, and just messing with it. And I think like after like 2 weeks, I just started using like marketplace or like pre-built like stuff and just like pasting it into the game. It was so bad. I had no idea how to code either, so I was just like pretty much wasting my time. Let's see. I think I'm just going to make a really simple widget here, and then just link all the buttons and blueprints. It's probably the most effective way to do this in terms of time. I don't think blueprints really matter that much when you're not really in the game, you're just at like a menu anyways. I don't think I really have to make... Oh no, but I'm gonna have to make a blueprint callable. That's a thing. Alright, I'll just set this up first and then go right into that. Just make a button right in the center here. Actually, like, so rarely use blueprints. Pretty sure like events you set up down here, right? Yeah, here it is. Okay. One click. Alright, now what we need to do is in blueprints we'll just get a reference to our current game mode and we'll cast it to this lobby game mode, and then from there we can just call start game. And what we're going to be looking for is if all the players that were in the lobby retained their team ID that we assigned them when they joined. And what I actually want to do here is in post login, I'm just gonna print the counter here, and then in player state, I'm also gonna print and begin play. This is actually going to be something that I'm going to test out 2 things on here, and I really should know this, but I haven't really tried this before. Well, I haven't tested it before. Is I'm just going to print out the team ID here. I don't know if post login gets called first. Well, yeah, it should. And then the player state comes right after that. We'll see in a second. But in theory, this should work just fine. Already throwing a fit. Oh, no comma. There we go. Okay, that looks good. And here we have to do ufunction, if I can spell, and blueprint callable, I think is the macro we want to use here. I really should use like blueprint stuff more often, to be honest with you, but like I don't know what it is. I just find it so much more rewarding. Or like I just get so much more dopamine out of just like creating all of it in like C++. I guess I like typing more than I like dragging the connections and like blueprints. Okay. So there should be something for retrieving the current game mode. There it is. And then we want to cast to lobby game mode. Okay. Now, do I need to store this into variable here? I mean, technically it's just gonna be like a one-off thing. We'll call start game here. Cast fails, we'll just print something out. Yeah, exactly. And like, I think I'm just like insecure about my blueprint skills, because I'm not really good with the whole spaghetti thing. Yeah, it's when you're like watching someone stream that has been working on a project for as long as I have at this point, like I think this is like a 100-day project so far. Oh, hello to people in the YouTube chat. Actually, forgot I even had that going, but hey. But yeah, like a project like 101 days in, I don't expect people to like look at my stream and be like, oh, I know exactly what like this does, or what that variable is, or what this like custom strut is doing. It is it's difficult, but I try to explain like my thought process and like what I'm doing and why I'm doing it this way. Am I interested in a game development job? Not at the moment. Pretty much just chilling with what I got going on. But I also can't tell if you're a bot. Kind of getting off track at the moment. So start game will start this how do I prove I'm not a bot? AI is pretty good, so like it's pretty difficult, I'm not gonna lie. Like I can't ask you to do math or anything because honestly AI is better at math. I could probably find like you can prove you're not a bot if you can do one of these. How many traffic lights do you see in this picture? People on Twitch can't see the chat here, but I'm just doing a quick bot test. You see two? I don't know, there's one in the background there. Can we zoom in? Or no, wait. Oh no, that's just like one of those like stop and go like walking signs. Alright, yeah, you're probably not a bot then. I believe you. Okay. Lobby menu. Got that created. Now what we need to do is create that lobby menu. I'm so jealous that the Turing test passed, exactly. I'm so jealous that Gameplay Statics is a built-in library for blueprints. Writing the include every time I have to use it in C++ increases how much carpal tunnel I get. The hell did I just name that? Lobby menu. Okay, we did that thing. Now we need to add this to viewport. Bam. Just like that. $18 months for Unity, 12 months and got it. If there's one for Unreal Engine, I'd probably look into it, to be honest with you. But like, with how like iffy Unity's been on them going back and forth on their like pricing structure for game dev, it kind of shakes up the job market a bit, because that's like an added cost to studios. Unreal probably never. Oh, why not? Unreal's really cool. I don't know if I'm allowed to show a YouTube chat on stream, but I would if I could. Let's run this while we're doing this. Don't click me. Clicking you should actually do something here. That's what we like to see. I love it for the 3D, but it doesn't have 2D. I've actually seen some pretty interesting 2D games made with Unreal Engine before. For Twitch at the moment, you can't. You can multi-stream, but you can't broadcast chat from other platforms on it, which is... Yeah, it's really stupid. I mean, I'm pretty much, like, technically doing that by, like, reading chat. But they can't really, like, prove it. Okay, well the don't click me button actually works, which is good. So we're getting closer to where we want to be with this. But have... Oh, hold on. I think the chat is being messed up a little bit. I don't know if I've heard of that game engine. Give me a second. I'm totally getting pulled off task here. That's okay. Cyber. Hold on. Gotta give me a second to use my fat fingers. Oh, you're good. This is a game engine? Cyber engine? No, wait, that's a game. Cybernetic. I don't know if you're allowed to like paste the links, but if you can paste a link, I'll check it out. Type the engine link here if you can. I'll post the link in the chat. Type OpenWorm. Open source project dedicated to Is this it right here? OpenWorm is an international open science project for the purpose of simulating the round worm. Not gonna try and pronounce that. At the cellular level. Oh, as of 2014, a physics engine called they spell it with an S, has been built for the project, and models of the neural I'm really dumb. Connectome, and a muscle cell have been created. A 3D model of the worm anatomy can be accessed through web via OpenWorm browser. Your screen is too laggy. Uh-oh, that shouldn't be happening. Oh, you know what I think it is? You're gonna try using that engine in the future? Yeah, that's fair enough. If the screen... Huh. So I guess like multi-streaming to YouTube, because I think Twitch has like something where you can't go over a certain like upload speed or like bit rate, and I think it might be actually bogging down the YouTube settings. Oh, that's interesting. I'll keep an eye out for that. I'm always interested in learning about other people's projects. Can't say I've heard of that. Alright, look up this last one and then I'll get back to what I should be doing. My ADHD will just take me off onto a spiral of rabbit holes to go down. I found a Twitter account. Is this it? Ah, what happened? Everything disappeared. Now I gotta open up all my chats again. Twitch, YouTube. Now I gotta open up the other link. Is it Terzak or Terzu? Is this it? This is the right channel? This is what inspired you to make your dream game? It looks like I'm talking to myself, but like I'm talking to somebody on YouTube chat and I can't show it. What's your dream game? Oh wait, the whole goddamn point of me doing that was to check to see if it maintained that data through level streaming. Alright, I'm gonna do that again. Simulating nature in a video game. Every species, its era, and just surviving. That reminds me of Spore. I don't know if I'm allowed to use profanity or not, but I fuck with Spore. Okay. Is it retaining data? 255. I want to say no. I think I have to override a certain function to get this to work. Profanity is fine. Alright, that's good to know actually. Are you still like developing the game now? Or like made a demo or anything like that? Players 2, team ID counter 1, team ID counter... Oh wait, hold on a second. Okay, so this is the server. The server's player state happens first, post login. I'm seeing that correctly, right? Oh yeah, see that's the thing I was thinking about, mature audience thing. Let's clear the log and do this over again so I can get accurate information. I'm gonna click this anyways. You didn't. New dev. I didn't learn got it yet, but I have a good dev team ready to learn with me. Oh, so like you guys are looking to learn like got it from scratch? Or like they know it and they're like just willing to teach? Got it's pretty cool. I know a lot of people that switched to got it after the whole Unity thing. Okay, So while we're in the lobby, team count 0. It sets it. Cool. Oh, all new. I've taught probably like 20 plus people Java a while ago. And out of those 20 people that I taught, there was only one person that actually took it serious enough to like go to the next level with it and like stick with it and like really learn it for like, you know, years, or maybe like a year and a half now. They did a boot camp and everything, and they passed. It's hard to stick with, but you definitely can do it. It's good to have a support group like that, though. It's really difficult to learn programming on your own and not have someone kind of like push you to do it. There's just way too many days where like you'll find something else to distract you from learning, and then you eventually fall off the train. You have 7. Oh, you have 7 serious devs. Do they have like any prior experience with any programming languages? Oh boy, warnings. Warning, process server travel, seamless travel is disabled. What? Oh, it's because I deleted my saved binaries in intermediate folder before, and I think it reset my... No, that wouldn't reset that. Yo, hold up a second. Reading as 255, but then some are actually saying that it's 0. So somebody's lying to me. I really should have Team ID visible. My god, why do I not? I'm just making this harder on myself. Yep, Lua and Roblox Studio. Oh man, Roblox Studio. People... Holy shit, people make so much money making Roblox games. I've never been more blown away in my life than like talking to people that just do like Roblox game development full time and how much money they make doing it. Like if you're in on that, you're really in on that stuff. It's pretty crazy. Oh man, I wish the YouTube stream was better quality. After today I'll look into it and see if I'm able to increase the bitrate on that separately, because I'm streaming in like 1440p or something. In your dev group, no profanity or swearing. I don't know if I would be able to make it. If I can't swear when I'm coding, I think mentally I would implode. And it's not like when I'm like working with people in coding, I'm not swearing at them. Maybe, possibly not. 99% of the time, not really. I'm more so swearing at myself, but I'm like doing it at my monitor. Which, if they happen to be on the other side of the monitor, working at like a desk over there, it may look like I'm swearing at them, but I'm really not. Oh, I also appreciate the follow. I don't have like a notification or like any audio cue that like I get it, but thank you. I'll like really only notice it when I look up at the display there. I can't use profanity in front of you guys. Okay, that's fair enough. I'm gonna try my best, but like when we get into like AI, like the AI development of this, yeah, I'm not gonna say too much about that, because AI are, they're something. They're really dumb, mainly because I'm really dumb. And now I've just been clicking around for like 5 minutes. Okay, let's focus up here. ADHD is killing me. All right. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna make this ID visible so I can stop messing around here. Where's my team ID at? Replicated, editing, wait, what? And this should be already visible. In your game, it'll be kind of basic. Oh, kind of basic AI. Only plants will be AI. And also weather patterns. One thing, so like, I had a like, weather patterns. I tried making this like really cool system for weather in my game. And like every time I would make it, I have like 2 monitors. And on one monitor, like the settings were like, it made it look so good and like crisp and everything. And then I would just like move it over to like my other monitor, which I guess like the brightness or contrast or something was just off a little bit. And man, it was like pitch black. You couldn't see anything. There was like no cloud movement, like nothing. And it just looked so bad. So I had to kind of like scrap that system and not make it as dark. I could show you what it looks like here in a minute, but I really just want... Was I just like looking at world settings when I was looking for the team ID thing? I totally was. Wow. Okay. Oh god. Okay. So, player state 0, team ID 1. Player state 1, team ID is 0. Player state 2, team ID is 2. When we click this, all this data should, in theory, transfer over with the same information. Do I want to be hired in the future or no? Confused. In the future, I mean, anything can happen. Let's be honest. If you guys had any questions about programming, I am totally down to make any type of like tutorial videos or like answer any questions you guys have about C++ in general. I like to teach people because honestly, anybody can learn this stuff. It looks really intimidating, but it's not that bad. Okay, it is not maintaining the team ID from the lobby, and I think it's because seamless travel is disabled. When I was doing my research on this yesterday, it's in wait, editor settings? Yeah, wait. It's in one of these. This thing was lying to me. No. Seamless travel is disabled in Pi. Set net.allow. Just copy and paste that. Okay. Let's try this again. So about hiring, yes, no. I'll teach you stuff for free. You don't have to hire me. Just let me know what you need, and I will tell you how to do it, or give you a good idea or direction. So I think instead of paying me, I'll teach it to you for $0. As long as it's not like anything crazy. Process server travel. Seamless travel is disabled in Pi. Set net allow seamless travel to 1 to enable. I thought I just did that. Ooh, is this the bug that I was reading about? And am I copying and pasting that into a search bar instead of my command? Yes. What's your dream game idea? You were asking a lot of good questions. My dream game idea. I mean, ideas are really easy to come up with. Currently, what I'm working on right now, I guess, is something close to it. This is basically like a game where it's pretty fast-paced, and you get a lot of spells that you can use, and you can use them really quickly to kill other players. I used to like have something where you would have to like enter like 3 different like prompts, or not prompts, but like buttons to like conjure a spell. But now I have it to where it's all radial wheel stuff, which the radial wheel feels a lot better. It looks really rough right now, but everything just works a lot better with it. That's for sure. One thing that I'm like heavily testing is just like the overall feel of the game, and I'm just pivoting off of stuff that just like feels really bad. Yeah, do your thing. Okay, so if I remember correctly, for the seamless travel bug, there was a certain function, I think it was like copy properties or something close to it, that we had to change or override, I mean. Let's see here. Yeah. This was it. So by the way, never be afraid to like Google anything at all. There's just like so much stuff that personally I don't know, and there are a lot of smart people on these forums. Some people give really terrible advice though, but you just gotta understand like what is what advice is worth taking. Oh, here it is. Copy properties. Oh man. Seamless travel now works in Pi as a 5.1. You just need to set it in the console variable. Net allow Pi seamless travel equals 1. Is that what I was copying and pasting into the thing? Yes, it was. But it says it's disabled. Do I need to restart the editor for that to take effect? All right. So, seamless travel. Where is my lobby game mode? Here we are. There should be something called copy properties. And you want to make sure we're not looking in current document. Oh, okay. It's a player state function. Got it. Copy properties which need to be saved in inactive player state. Alright, I just got an idea. Welcome back. So it looks like when we do seamless travel, oh, something happened. There we go. Player ID. William. What is that? Afton or something? I actually do not know who that is. Literal value of the player ID. So I'm assuming player ID is... So player ID is actually saved here. Yeah, we'll just override this. We'll just override this function real quick. I'm just going to steal this. Move it on over. Oh, Five Nights at Freddy's? Okay. I didn't know the I'm assuming that's the creator of it. I guess I'm kind of old. I played it once, but I didn't really make it past like the first couple nights, and I don't know if my heart could have held up playing that. This is where we want to override it. I'll probably do this at the top here with begin play and everything. Try to keep this somewhat organized. Override this as well. All super. Oh, yeah. Okay, I see what you're saying. So just using a setter function here to copy these properties. And I'm assuming what this is doing is it just grabs the player's ID to set these properties back once the seamless travel happens. That would be my best guess. But what we want to do here is call player state. Just calling this just the base player state. So that means we just got to cast this into a invoker player state. How much have I earned from game development? I don't get paid to do this shit. I do this for fun. Am I looking to get paid to do this stuff? I mean, at some point, yeah. Not in a huge rush to do it. I love teaching people how to do it. I think that's more fun for me. Well, obviously, and creating. Let's see here. I can't name this player state. How do I feel about current MOBA games? They have really good game design. A lot of... This is kind of like a weird thing to like say, but like League of Legends actually has like a really genius game design because of like how they layer their gameplay. And I mean, this has been like how every MOBA game's been, but they keep adding on to it because they like understand like what their target audience is for it. If you think about it, right, all League of Legends is like a bunch of different mini games that you're all playing at the same time. Last hitting, that's a mini game. You're basically just like taking a hammer and smacking it before it goes down into the hole. You know what I mean? Like that one carnival game. You're also playing like another mini game of like timers when you're doing like jungle camps and stuff like that. So they keep you like occupied throughout the whole thing, and there's this constant like stimulation of your brain to do these mini games. League is cringe, I know. League is cringe, but it's so much fun to play just because like for the 30 minutes that you're playing that game, the game designers are so good at what they do that they know how to keep you occupied, so that 30 minutes goes by faster than, you know, you just like watching TV or something like that. You have to go? Hey, thank you for stopping by. Thank you for the questions. Also, favorite food? Wings, I guess. Yes, that question earlier, but I got into the topic of League. It really is a genius model. So like, it was really eye-opening listening to, I don't know if you guys ever watched like any of those like 2-hour-long presentations on YouTube, about like game development. But like the developers there give really interesting. Thank you. See ya. Have a good day. The developers there give really interesting talks on like different perceptions to have behind like developing games. Yes, exactly. Yeah, exactly. Game Development Conference. They have a ton of videos online for free. And somebody gave like a really good talk about um, game design in general and like how to keep people's attention, because at the end of the day, like, you are just trying to get players to just like immerse into your game and just sink as much time into it as possible, and like give them that great feeling of like escapism. Yeah, I don't know if I've seen any of Riot Games like presentations into that, but I'm sure that they're incredible just because they have definitely nailed the market for it. That's for sure. Yeah, but anyways, watching those like presentations gave me a completely new mindset on like how to actually structure my game, or like any of the games that I'm creating. Just having like constant like mini games for players to do or be mindful of will just keep you occupied. Shit, what was I doing? Set generic team ID. Get generic team ID. I believe I already overrided some of these functions. It looks like I did. If team ID does not equal this, do that. Honestly, I don't think that even matters. I mean, in like memory management sense, it kind of does, but there's no point. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. So I ain't touching it. Shit. Alright. begin play. Set all the teams. One, two, three. Maybe the better way to do it is to save it to the server's game state instead of trying to rely on player states maintaining data through seamless travel. Unless like this actually like isn't even using seamless travel. God damn you. The first thing I find about this is people just complaining that seamless travel is not working in the editor 3 months ago. Crazy. All right. Whatever the case. What I want to see here. So it looks like each player's state gets like a unique ID. So my thought is, let's just grab those unique IDs and associate them with team ID in the lobby. It's probably the easiest way to do this. Go to the super version of this. You can see right here, set player ID, get player ID. Set unique ID, associate an online unique ID with this player. Oh, even better. Okay. So let's just get rid of some of this stuff. I don't know if we want to do this post login. Let's look in A game mode real quick and see if we can find a function. Begin a game mode based interface. So, is init game essentially the same thing as begin play? Yes, technically. Oh, looks like we're actually already grabbing a game state in init. So this is what I was going to do. I was actually just going to grab the game state inside whatever begin play function exists for a game mode. I'm gonna put this. Okay, so init game has the game state already. I just need to cast the game the game state. So I mean, God, do I want to make a pointer to this right here? I mean, I'm gonna have to like recast it over and over again per login. I guess it's better just to have one already created here. I mean, with that being said, I should just override init, the init game right here, and do my own thing with it. Let's move these back. I don't need those right now. Don't need that either. So, remove the engine API. Make sure to call super. Inside the super function here, what does it actually do? Okay, notify pending connections lost, blah blah blah. Handle disconnect, set match state to entering map. So it does all this. T subclass of a game state base is this. Okay. Alrighty. Let's see here. Game state instance. Oh, I need a reference to... Ooh, is get world even allowed in init game? It's not the constructor. It's essentially begin play, but it's begin play for the game mode. This is something where I'm actually going to have to do this. And this is going to be for future reference on if this actually works how I think it does. Wrap this in an if function. We'll also print out a log here too. See if its null pointer does that. And if it passes through, it's valid. Oh, let's just use my reference to world here. Wait. Oh, okay. Oh, I don't even need to cast then. Does this just return? Because it looks like it's a template function. It returns a game mode base. So, oh no, it comes from a game mode base. It returns that. Yeah, I don't need the cast. Grab this and wrap this inside an if function as well. Okay. So post login is where we actually want to do this. We always double check to make sure that is not null before we do this part of it. And I think I made a function inside of this before. That I can set team IDs with. This might be a longer stream than usual today, to be honest with you. I think I have a lot more time today to work on this. Well, I mean, to be fair, I'm usually doing this for about like 8 to 10 hours a day or so. But I don't do a lot of it on stream because, in my opinion, some of it is pretty repetitive and boring. But it looks like this is going to be something that I'll be working on for at least a couple more hours. Let's go into my game state and look at that. No, it was in the arena game mode that I did that. That was another class that I worked on. I think last time I was actually streaming. I think on Saturday. Yeah, to be honest with you, I think I find more enjoyment programming and like creating games than I do actually playing them at this point in my life. The feeling of like having code actually like run and work just gives me a way better feeling than like winning a match in like a video game. And I can't tell if it's because I just suck ass at video games or I just find this more enjoyable. It's probably one of those. Alright, so the game state wants to store all this data. So if that's the case, I'm probably just gonna grab this struct that I made here and move this over to the game state. Oh, but man, that means they would all have to include this. I mean, technically they have to anyways, because they have to pull the data from it when the game starts. Some people are like that with building PC rigs. So actually, like, my... the way I got into this is, I build and, like, repair, like, computers and electronics, laptops, like, everything like that. So I've built, like, $5,000 like custom build PCs and stuff like that before, with like 4090s, 4090s, i9s, all the crazy stuff. I did that for, well, technically I still do that, but I've been doing that since I was like 12 or somewhere around that age. I was always messing with computers. I mean, yeah, it better feel that way. 4090s they're heavy as shit. They really are. Like the support bracket that comes with those things, honestly, is like criminal. They should definitely give one that provides a little bit more than what that does. Because one little bump and that card is just coming out of its socket. It's just ripping it off the board. feel like I'm just like jumping over to like random places and not doing too much. So let's try this. ROG 4090 strict white? No. Wait, actually, hold on. Possibly? No, I haven't. Not this one. My god. Jesus, somebody's selling that for $4 grand. Oh my god. No, I don't think I've installed that one. I've installed ones from, I wonder if I might actually still have the boxes for them actually. Can't remember the exact brands. I know it wasn't like the foundation models or anything like that. That was probably about like maybe a year and a half ago. Was the last time I installed like a 4090. I don't need to check remaining teams. Add or create team data. This function right here I'm probably just going to take and manipulate. Yeah, I'm probably just going to steal this for the game state. MSI Trio 4090. I think I installed one of those too. Or an MSI brand one. Yeah, the foundation cards were like ridiculous. I had a couple clients that really wanted those, so they were able to get their hands on one. And then I also work with a couple suppliers that are really nice people, and they're able to help me out to get parts. Yeah, they are. The they're not as good, but like people just love NVIDIA. To be fair, some of them I installed like third-party like water cooling and stuff onto the cards. Just because they do generate a lot of heat. All right. So wonder if I can move this bar out of the way just for now. All right. So what we're going to do here is call this adder creates team data. And we are going to pass in the team ID counter. But we're actually going to also pass in the unique ID of the player state as well. So when we load into the game, we can just pull that. So the team ID that's selected in the lobby will also be the team ID that's given to them when they join the game. Which, God, I hate how seamless travel's broken in the editor, but this is what you gotta do. You adapt and overcome. I believe the unique ID is actually just a UN8, but we can double check that real quick by pressing F12. Unique ID. What is this guy? It is a custom struct that excuse me. Is a child of this, which is I'm just trying to look for the variable. I'm pretty sure it's just a UN8. We're just gonna go with that it's a UN8. Oh, another thing. I was going to make a Discord, probably, so that people had like questions or like had like code that they were like stuck on and needed help with. I'd be able to help them out. So I was actually going to work on getting that set up this week and see if anybody else wanted to hop in on it too. Because I'm always down to teach. Alright, header create team data. What we want to do here is get the player states and then get the unique ID. There's two versions of this. One has a capital D, the other does not. What is the difference? uint32 is what this returns. Okay, well, I'll change my function up just a little bit to match that. I don't think there can... Maybe there's a negative ID. Not gonna risk it. What the hell? Oh. Yeah, it's totally fine. I'm not expecting like a ton of people to join it because C++ is a pretty like niche thing. There's not a lot of people that want to learn. But the people that really do want to learn, there's not a lot of great resources out there for them. Besides like a couple of really intelligent engineers on like the forums that made like a wiki for the whole thing. Okay. This looks very promising. So we're just going to store this ID along with the counter. So with that being said, inside the fteam data, I'm just going to make a uint32 here and name this player ID. And by default, it will just be 0. Actually, -1. Because if this comes back as -1 in the function that we're going to make, then we'll know that it wasn't set. Cool, so all that's going to be stored on the player state, or not the player state, the game state now on the server. Which looks good to me. Alright, got that. And new team data, player ID equals in player ID. So we have a function called add or create team ID. And then what we can do here is create a function. It'll return fteam data. And we can call this one gets team data from player ID. Just pass this in. Context.player ID equals in player ID. I might need to override the Boolean operator just for this. But possibly not. I think I have a default constructor for this. I mean, technically, I do. So this is going to get called oh man, there's actually a number of ways that I can do this. What I can do is, in the game mode, I can just pass off the array to the game mode itself, and then that can take care of setting each character's team ID. Yeah, I think that's the way to do it. And then when the match, or right before the match begins, we'll give everybody the ID associated with their player state. So we got that part done. Just gonna move this back onto the main view here. Visual Studio. I'll just do it myself. I think Visual Studio is having a heart attack. Alright. Time to corrupt my project files. Let's just end that task there. God, I hope I saved that last part. Alright, cool. Yeah, I'm just gonna create this myself. Trying to work with Unreal Engine 5, I couldn't get past Visual Studio Processing and IntelliSense for their headers. Oh god, yeah. It was really bad. I'm gonna say this every single time somebody brings this up. U property. This right here, when you just go to type anything after U property, it would auto indent, and God, that was so annoying. But then they actually updated it so it didn't do that anymore because enough people complained, mainly me. And thank God they did that. I did not want to create another. Here we go. Team data list. All right. This is going to get called by this game mode here. At the start of the match. And then it's going to iterate over all of the current players in the game and assign them the correct IDs. And it's going to work on the first time that we do it. I don't know why I'm retyping all this actually, because I definitely just have this in here. Let's get rid of that. I don't think I need to make a dedicated instance to the game state here. I think I can actually just get away with making a temporary. Or a local one, I mean. Because I don't think I'm ever going to use this again. Just name it current game state. Has to be a pointer. And what we're going to do is we're going to store this inside our team data list that we have as a member variable. And if our team data list is greater than 1, we are going to assign all the players. I think is player array stored on the game state? Whoops, that's not the game state. I think I used it here. Game state.get, yeah, okay. We don't need the num. What I'm gonna do is just actually put this all in here, because this only happens if that's valid. I'm just going to take this into a for loop here. do a cast. Make sure that this is valid. And if it shit. And if it is. Ooh, actually, I don't know if this is the way I want to do it. Because this is definitely going to lead to a situation where, like, this is like an O of n squared algorithm. Unless my data is, like, sorted beforehand. So, I mean, I could preemptively sort it on the game state when it's put into place. But there's not going to be that many players, so I don't think it's going to be that big of a deal. It's not like we're working with a gigantic database, but good practice is just kind of pulling me away from this option. Maybe we don't cast it yet. What we can probably do is just do a lambda. Whoops. All right. So if this player is within our team's team data list, it's going to grab it so we can set the team ID for it. Man, this function looks so janky, but this is all going to get refactored. I just need to make sure that this actually works as intended. That looks all good, I believe. Pretty sure this isn't going to compile because I have to override the bool operator for this struct. Yep. There we go. Oh, wait, actually no. I need to do the include here. Am I able to forward declare this? Fuck. There we go. And in doing so, I need to make sure. Yeah, okay. I think there was more errors on that actually. Yep. I can't forward declare it. I mean, I could just move that custom struct into its own like header file and then just include it. Yeah, that's probably what I need to do. I'll just relocate it later. For now, I'm just gonna put it into our invoker.h file. Actually no. I'm gonna put it in cast types. Temporarily. So with that being said, I now have to include cast types. Here and here. And get rid of that forward declaration. Alrighty. Yeah, data type changes may cause packaging to fail. If I was somebody that wanted to be safe about this, I would totally just close the editor and recompile, but I'm gonna live life on the edge here for a little bit. I think we also need to remove this begin play function now that I'm looking at this. Whoops, wrong game mode. I gotta go to maps and actually change it to the new game mode that was created. I also have to make a blueprint of it too. Arena game mode, here we go. Game state. Player controller, player state, our HUD, default pawn class is, I think, BP base character. It's been a while since I actually even touched that. Spectator pawn, same. That's good. Replay controller. Don't need to worry about that. World settings. Let's type in arena game mode here. Save that. And let's go back to our lobby. Oh, something's not correct. We'll figure that out in a minute. Alright. I'm gonna go fill my water up real quick. I'll be back in just a second here. Then we'll tackle this problem. gotta be one thing that I'm forgetting to do here. This part is actually not even being reached, so something's up. It's time to find out what exactly is going on here. Be so much stuff printing out in the log, but it is information that we're going to use to figure out what's going on. All right. Team data list is 0. Okay, so it's not getting the information, which more than likely means we're not setting the information. Okay. This guy here. Yeah, so that would explain why it's not setting the data. Okay. I'm just kind of thinking through the process here on how I want to handle this. I mean, it's pretty much just going to be if this is null, then we're going to try to make it not so. That was strange. Try that one more time then. Oh, did it work? Oh, for a second, you almost got me. Wait. The game instance is, still coming up null even after our checks. Huh. Gets the game instance that ultimately contains this actor cast to the template type may return null if the cast fails. Okay, well, we're just gonna do this instead. Oh, they're not connected yet. I'm trying to start this before the clients actually open up and connect. Is it still coming up null? No, it's valid. Okay. World valid. Team data list is still 0. Bit. Did not mean to run compile. Oh, that's probably why it's not able to grab it. Actually, no, it should just be... No, this is a better way to do it for sure. actually want to check when it's pulling this data. It should definitely be. It is saying that there is 0 on here, but that actually makes 0 sense. Game state should not have its data changed between world travel. Something's not adding up here. It's gotta be some really, really stupid. A stupid mistake I'm making. I mean, a reference to a T array shouldn't do it. Is it not creating or adding this to the game instance on the server? It should be. Yeah, but by reference to a T array shouldn't matter. I'm gonna do it anyways. If this doesn't work, then I gotta start printing out network roles. There must be like some nuance that I'm just missing with it. But this is how you solve problems. If I could stop clicking OBS, that'd be great. Okay. All right. So weird. Oh, there was a way I got around this before with level traversal. Oh, I'm gonna have to look in old code to see how I did this, aren't I? It was something about packaging data and then pulling it back out, but I'm almost certain that everything was saved onto the game state. Is it being garbage collected? Hmm. Oh shit, I just loaded up base map. I'm about to go to lobby. Whoops. Yep, okay, post login. Yep. Click this. Man, instead of just trying to bug fix this for like another like 30 minutes, I think I just need to do a bit of research and see what possible reason this could be resetting from the game state. It should be the server only that's getting access to this. I'm probably gonna have to call it here. I'll probably be back in a couple hours, maybe. I'm gonna do a little bit of research on this. If not, I'll be back tomorrow, probably around like 11. And we'll get this working then. Alrighty, on that note, I'm gonna end it here, and I'll be back with some better information. See ya.